The Cynefin theory. It's a great way to measure the process of events when things in your life or other people's are out of control. And Jerry Maguire, the movie, was a great way to explain this theory. So, at the beginning of the movie, it starts out with him going to work as per usual, and this was all in the order. And then he finally kind of started to realize, he said in the movie, that he hated himself. So he wrote this book, and this is kind of the beginning of the end for him. So he wrote this book about his true feelings on his organization, I guess, as a PR manager. So he starts out in order, and then there's an imaginable line here, and then he moves into chaos when his supervisors read this message, and they're like, all right, this guy's not cut out for this. It was talking about having less clients, and then more relation with those clients. But he moved into chaos when he got fired by his actually mentee. So he got fired, and that moved him into chaos. And then it kind of started to look like he was moving back into the order side of things when you get an expert and then you have a team come together. He leaves the establishment and he forms this team with a girl named Dorothy. Now, Dorothy is the love interest in the story, and we'll get back to that. But what happens is he's still relying on himself more than other people. So he tries to get this deal with this quarterback, and then he actually signed with his mentee. So he felt like he lost everything. He was washed up, and he was done. But he had one more client that he was sticking with. And they signed him for the Cardinals, signed him to the Cardinals, and he kind of changed Jerry's perspective on family and his general outlook on life and people in general. And that built a relationship with him, within him, and it changed his perspective. It's important to realize this because he started to move back in what Jerry thought was order, and it went back into chaos instantly. And then he started to go through the whole process again, and he made this team with Dorothy and this relationship with Dorothy in the movie, and it made him move back into order. Once he started getting his goals changed, then he moved back into order. And at the very end of the movie, it wrapped it up really nicely with the Cardinals winning the end of the game and his client getting a lot of fame and honor. And he's a big family man, so it really encompasses that whole idea of family. And it moved through the Cynefin theory quite well.